Okay guys, today we're going to talk about first focal plane, second focal plane. What's the difference and some pros and cons. Okay, so essentially first focal plane means your lines on the reticle, they're going to change as you zoom in and out. And so that way the lines on the reticle are always accurate no matter what range of zoom you are in. Second focal plane, they're going to be fixed. So no matter how much you zoom in or out, they're going to be the same. And so the reticle is only accurate at one specific set of zoom. Typically, it's the furthest out zoom, but sometimes it varies. Actually, it depends on manufacturer. So just go look in your reticle manual, and it'll tell you where the reticle is accurate at. So I'm going to show you the difference. Okay, guys, both these firearms are clear, and besides, I have trigger locks on both of them. So YouTube, do not get mad at me. We will not be shooting them at all. This is just to show the difference between first and second focal plane. So this is a Diamondback Tactical 6-24. It is the first focal plane, and as you can see, when it's at 6, that reticle is really small. And then we're going to go into 24, and you see that reticle is getting much larger. So now it's much bigger. So it changes as you zoom in and out, as opposed to this guy, who's a first focal plane, and it does not change. So I zoom clear in. Oh, sorry guys. So I zoom clear in, and it's the same. Zooming in on that blade of grass. As I zoom out, it's the exact same thing. So it doesn't change. Whereas this one changes. So really, the first focal plane only has one big pro to it, and that's it's accurate throughout the entire range, which is awesome because no matter where you're zoomed in, it's going to be the same. Now, a couple of the cons is that when you're zoomed in, sometimes the reticle can be so big, depending on the reticle, that it can actually kind of cover up your target, which isn't so great. And then the other biggest con is obviously how much it costs. They cost a little bit more for that first focal plane. So the second plane, obviously its biggest pro is it's cheap, and honestly for 85% or so of your general shooters, a second focal plane scope is going to be plenty for everything that you need to do. So all your 22 scopes, those are second focal plane. Most of your AR scopes, those are going to be second focal plane. And honestly, if you're trying to shoot at a far target, you're usually zoomed out all the way anyway, and that's usually where a second focal plane scope, it has its reticle being accurate. So honestly, for the vast majority of shooting that almost everybody's going to do, unless you're distance or distance hunting, second focal plane is going to be plenty for what you need. So every single scope that I own, except for the one on my distance rifle or hunting rifle, they're all second focal plane except that guy. So if you have any other thoughts or pros and cons, or why you would pick a second focal plane over a first focal plane, please put that in the comments below. Okay guys, thanks for watching.